Dímelo, mi gente. What up? It's your boy Gus from Gus Melo Jewelry. Back with another VVS podcast. Let's start off with the elephant in the room. I'm going to talk about it. We are wearing the same exact shirt. So for the guys that are going to watch this and not listen to this, we both sat down in this chair and realized that we both look like
exactly the same.
Except I'm like 20 pounds or 80 pounds.
Exactly the same.
But here we are.
We're
This
wearing
is
the same shirt,
episode
dog.
24.
The Kobe episode.
The Kobe episode. Shout out Kobe. Shout out to the Strong 16 that listen to it. There's one particular listener on there who's a huge Kobe fan.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, you know who it is. The Kobe fan.
Al?
Al. He's a listener of the podcast. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
This episode is going to end like Kobe. I'll tell you that.
Okay, so let's peel back the curtain on what's happening behind the screen so everyone can know what's happening. We are preparing for your wedding, and in preparation for your wedding, we are saying we're taking an oath to not
blood oath
to not drink until that day, which of course is July 7th. I now know that in my head.
That's
crazy. That's actually crazy that he knows the date.
Turning over a new leaf.
That's what happens when you're sober.
Yeah.
now.
part of the oath.
Yeah, and so we're not drinking nothing. So every single 23 podcasts that we've actually shot more than that, but a couple of them didn't make it on air. But 23 podcasts that we shot were all a little tipsy. The tradition goes, we get in, we all meet up at one particular bar that's right across the street from the studio where we shoot at. We slam 2 drinks, 2 shots, and a roadie. So that you can understand. Let me paint a picture. We walk in here and we are sauced up, my bro, and progressing. And so the drink that we have in our hand is usually a little alcoholic.
And
I'm sure.
sometimes we send somebody to...
Yeah. So that little ice that you hear in the jingle background, but we use it as the day that we hang out with our boys. We talk a little smack. So in preparation for your wedding this time, we're doing 0 alcohol. And we went on the other side of the spectrum. Now we're like doing workouts and we're like all doing this stupid shit that I hate so much. But the point is, this is the first sober pod. So shout out to the first sober pod. Come on, man. We're turning over and you leave.
1 out of 5 don't recommend. I don't recommend it, man.
So we're a little low energy. It's because we're not our usual wild selves.
I don't know where I am right now. I don't even know, like, what's going on?
As always, to my left, I have the co-host of the VVS Very Senses podcast. Once again, you know what's crazy? I'm actually prepping myself to say this. It's Melo the DJ!
It's so weird that you're getting all these things right, though.
Right?
Like,
That's what. Oh wow.
That's what happens when
I
you're
don't like
sober.
it.
Imagine that.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
My question is, like what happened that, like, why are we shredding for the wedding? Like, I want to be healthy, right?
Sure.
I want to be healthy.
Yeah,
But, like,
sure.
why are you guys putting so much emphasis on shred for the wedding when there's a prior example of the opposite, in fact?
it's get fat for the wedding.
Yeah, fat for the wedding is what...
The thing about it is, like, the shred for the wed, you obviously want to look great for the pictures. You don't want to look like an elephant out there. But at the same time, we were in Colombia and we drank so much. And so, like, I got back home, dog, and I didn't want to even see a beer. We smacked 10 beers each in a matter of like 3 hours in the pool in the hot sun. That was not. That took a life, like a year away from our life.
Yeah, it did.
That what we did that day right there, just on the spot. So when I got back, I was like, brother, we need to like detox, man.
And the guy at the suit store was also very judgmental.
Oh yeah. And in full transparency, we went out to get tailored for our suits. And we all, and by all, I mean me and some other guys that are all going to be groomsmen, look like tanks. And it's not until they finally put a measuring tape and you look at it and you're like, oh my goodness, I look like a woolly mammoth, my boy.
And that
I look like a warlord.
guy was looking at you, like all of us. Honestly, all of us.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Damn, like you guys.
First off, we walked in there in bad shape.
really bad shape. We
Really
smelled.
bad shape. Smelled. We were saturated. My cheeks were red, but not because I was like suntan, but because like you know when you're banged up and like your face gets red because you have such high blood pressure. I was probably walking around, easy, 155 over 101. Easy,
all of us,
dude.
We're like swollen. I saw pictures of us. I'm like, oh my god,
yeah, no, it was
like,
awful,
dude.
When I smacked, we were in Medellin and we had just gone off a crazy bender, and we woke up and you were like, yo, we gotta get to a pharmacy, and went to that pharmacy in the mall. And you like throw me a Pedialyte, dude. It was like I felt like a cactus when the Sahara,
You're
when
like
the rains finally come.
Yeah.
I was like my kidneys woke up, dude, and it was like wow, some nutrients.
They started functioning, bro. It was the worst.
It was disgusting, brother.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, no, it was awful. And of course, as always, we have the star-studded. Today wasn't really killing it with the outfit. Doesn't mean it was a bad outfit. However,
the effort wasn't there, like,
right, exactly.
Like other times.
Remedial. He's also shredding for the wed. Also sober. You guys already know who it is. It's Gallo, the sober producer. Yeah. So it's been quite a whole week. I was gonna say 72 hours, but I don't really know the hours in a week. But it's been. And this week it's been a struggle, dog.
It's been a super struggle.
So I'm the kind of person who can't wake up and like work out. I hate that shit. And I hate working out at night. So like I know that the only time that I have to do that is in the morning. So the worst thing, like, you know, there's people like you see like in podcasts and they're like, oh my God, you gotta wake up and attack the day and say no to that voice inside. Like all this dumb shit, dog. And I wish, brother, I pray, my goodness, man, there's nothing more that I want to wake up and like want to smash the day, dog. And like, let's go get a workout in, dog. Yeah, let's go do cardio for 40 minutes and then smash weights. Brother, my alarm wakes up and I have 3 alarms. One at 6, one at 6:30, and the other one's at 7.
A half hour at a time.
Because I have to mentally prepare myself, dog. And by the time that 7-1 rolls up, dog, I'm like, oh my God, dog.
There's no other, that's it.
It's
no more alarms.
hideous, dog. And to have to peel myself out of that bed the past couple of days has been a real struggle for me, dog. Honestly.
Same.
And I do like 30 minutes of cardio. I lift. And so it's like an hour in the gym, and then you go back, and then like, granted, you do feel good.
Do you? I was gonna ask you that. Do you feel good? Because I don't.
Yeah. Look, right before this podcast is shot, it's Saturday. Today is what, the 25th or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, 25th. We had a workout earlier, and Gallo is helping me at the store, so he came over and we started like, chit-chatting. I was like, yo, bring like an extra set of clothes. We'll go get a workout in. Like we're some, whatever. Like, let's get a workout in. I just hate saying it.
It's weird.
It sounds so stupid. I'd rather say, let's go get a beer. It's like, am I right or am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
And so he comes over and like we have a pool, 2 pools, and we go to the lap pool. And so we lifted, you know what I mean? And then, why can't I just say worked out? Like, why do I have to say lifted?
Yeah, we lifted.
God, I'm just like, who am I, dog? Like, I'm just such a herd.
And then, like, you do the
we do the lift. I lifted, bro. I
freaking
lifted. What a stupid idiot I am. Anyway, we did chest, and then, but we got like a good chest workout, like a good one. Like we were both like sweating, like the whole thing.
Were you guys hyping each other up?
Yeah, you have to.
That's all you, brother.
Yeah, you have to.
That's all you, brother.
Yeah, I get into that though. Yeah, you have to.
You guys start recording yourself.
I will.
That would be pretty cool.
I'll do a vlog. I'll do a shred for the wed vlog.
That's how you say vlog? I thought it was a vlog.
No, it's a vlog.
What the
Yeah, you're this
whole time.
Come on, man.
I was today years
What
old.
is it, a vlog or a blog?
It's a blog.
on, man.
Okay.
Yeah, but vlog sounds weird.
No, it doesn't. A
Opposed to
vlog
vlog?
sounds weird.
All right.
That's some Papa, that's some Down syndrome shit. Anyway.
Is it?
And so whatever, we go into the lap pool and we start doing like laps back and forth. And by the way, we look like 2 manatees out there. It was an awful sight. Whoever pays to be in my building and you pay to get that view in Brickell, I feel so bad for you, brother, because we were just 2 sea creatures out there.
2 manatees.
Just 2 sea cows, dog. And then like we got done with it, but afterwards, to your point, like we talked to each other. We're like, dog, like we feel good.
Do you?
Like, yeah, like you actually feel like accomplished. Like we'll go out and eat, And like, you're not gonna feel good after a workout?
I never feel good after work. I'm exhausted. I have a headache.
Headache.
It's the worst. Yeah. What?
No, I can't be vlog. Let's keep it a buck here.
A headache. I've said headache. Everybody says headache, dog. Headache.
It's called a headache.
Okay, I understand, but people say headache. It's fine to say
potato,
headache.
potato.
Yeah, dog.
Anyway, so I do feel good. I don't know how I'm gonna feel in 2 weeks. They say the first 3 weeks are the most horrendous ones, and then afterwards you kind of build like a kind of routine or whatever. But I don't think I'm ever gonna be that guy who just wakes up and is like, all right, let's go get life.
Let's go get it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go lift. Let's go do cardio. And that's another thing we were talking about. Like, can you imagine like those people that love running or like love swimming?
They wake up like at 4 a.m.
Oh, my.
And they just get up.
Oh, how does that
do you
happen,
do that,
dude?
I tried. It's so funny because I tried to do that the other day. I was reading this book. No, we came back from that trip, dog. I was reading this book. I'm seeing a therapist next week, actually.
I love how your mental health was a joke. I'm seeing a therapist. It's crazy.
The funniest part so far of this pod, I'm seeing a therapist next week.
Everybody's the best reaction. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Bro, and I tried my hardest. This is like this one book from this guy who's like super like in your face and like stop being a bitch and then
what's the book called?
Just get up.
Shout
it's
out the
called
book.
Non-Negotiable
Is
by
it a good one?
I forgot his last name is Watson.
Okay.
It's a good book, but he's just like in your face about it. Like he's just like basically stop being a bee. Like get the F up. Like just get up, dog. Like get up. Like don't let, when you wake up in the morning, don't let life like hold you back. Like you go and same thing, like you go and attack it. You just get up. That's when you do things the hard way is when you're gonna, succeed and all this nonsense, right? Whatever.
Wes Watson.
Wes Watson, there you go, bro. Shout out Wes Watson. So
I mean, but do you recommend the book or is it like stupid? Because there's some books like that I feel like they're just like it's unattainable.
It's not. You probably wouldn't like it.
Why?
Because you like more introspective stuff. It's not introspective at all. It's just like stop. Being
just like
just get up and
like,
type of stuff.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But like for me, like that,
David Goggins type of stuff.
Yeah, kind of like a David Goggins type of style.
Right.
And so, bro, I put an alarm at 8 a.m. because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get up at 8 a.m. I'm gonna go work out.
I'm gonna attack the day.
Wow. That alarm sounded one time and one time only, and I woke up at 11:30.
You know what's crazy? Unless I tell myself mentally, I don't know. It's like this stupid game that I play with my own self. I tell myself that I'm gonna wake up, or I put an alarm, and in my head, I know I'm not gonna wake up. Isn't that fucking stupid? That's like unless I tell myself
one more time. Though.
Unless I tell myself that I'm gonna wake up at night, I don't know why sometimes I even still put an alarm when I know damn well I'm not gonna wake up. I just know I'm not. Like this last night, I was like, all right, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna get like a workout in beforehand. And
you knew you weren't.
no, and I knew I wasn't gonna do it. And the alarm went off 7 o'clock this morning, dog, and I was like, absolutely not.
You just turned it off.
I just rolled over and just went back to sleep, dog. I was like, there's no way, dog. There's absolutely no way. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
I don't know. I've never been a morning person. I get that maybe it's all mental, but
it's still tough though, bro. It's so tough. Like it's so much easier to just smack pizzas and eat and like just live life happy, dog.
Happy.
You know what I mean? Like I may not be healthy. I may have a crazy blood pressure. I may have diabetes by the time I'm 42.
But I'm happy.
But I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And I hate it, man. I hate it because look, there's like I've said this a million times, man, and we've had this conversation on this podcast again. I know this sounds terrible. And what I'm about to say is damn near like a warning sign, a flag. But there's nothing to me greater pleasure than one of my boys, my girl, whatever it is, smack open a bottle of wine and pour yourself a nice fresh glass. When it's hot outside and you're with your compas, you reach into that cooler and reach out a Bud Light.
No, Corona.
A Corona. Whatever is the beer of your choice. Throw a little lime in there.
Talk to me nice.
Show up to a bar and everyone's there already and they say, hey, double jack, little splash of diet? Absolutely, my
yes.
brother. Absolutely. And that first drink wets your lips, brother. There's nothing in my life that's better than that.
Nothing.
Honestly, that feeling I get when I'm 3-4 drinks in, everyone's laughing, smiles, hugs,
We're dancing a little.
besos. Now people put music on. Now I get my groove on.
Yeah,
now I'll get down with a little boogie. Tell me something better than that, my brother. Tell me something better. Drop it down in the comment if there's something better than that right there.
There's nothing. I better not see any comments.
That's what I'm saying. And so, but of course, all the things in your life that are bad for you, are what's shunned upon. Can you imagine if that was a good thing? Like if drinking like that made you healthier?
Oh my God, dog. I would be Arnold, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Get in the job.
Can you imagine what that's like, bro? Like, again,
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish I didn't enjoy it so much. Could it be genetic?
Maybe. My mom always told me, like, hey, take it easy, your dad's side. My dad's side.
It's always your dad's side. My mom tells me the same thing. It's never her side.
They're always good.
Never. It's your dad's
It's
side.
my dad's side. But she's right. I'm in
No,
this case.
no. My dad was an actual alcoholic until I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
An actual one. He's been sober for 34 years now. Shout out Harish.
Yeah, that's I respect that because I've been
34
sober
years.
for a week and I'm not,
hurting.
Yeah.
I'm hurting.
Yeah.
I'm not
hurt,
liking it,
dog.
So
Don't ask me if I'm all right.
if they did a survey, let's pretend I'm a pretend doctor.
Okay,
How many
okay.
times prior to this 2 weeks?
Yeah.
How many times a week would you say you drink alcohol?
How many times a week
Yeah.
did I drink? Maybe like 4 days a week.
Okay, of those. Of those 4 days,
Why? What of it?
of those 4 days, how many times do you have 3 drinks or more?
Faux for faux.
Okay. Of those times you have 3 drinks or more, how many times do you physically, like, can you not, like, be impaired? In other words, like, you get yourself to the point where, like, now I'm too drunk.
Probably like once. Yeah. I would say once because the other times I'm working.
Are you the kind of person that, like, goes home and like slaps open a drink, like, just to chill?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
See, that's where
That's
in
different.
my stupidity,
That's different.
because you and I are the same.
Yeah.
Like, I got before this week, basically,
Yeah.
I'd have drinks 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
Easy. And like, it was never, oh, I'm gonna just slap one drink.
That's impossible.
Impossible.
Because
for
why
me.
would you do that? That's a waste of alcohol.
Quite.
You understand
That's
that
a
reasoning,
crazy
right?
Like, why am I gonna drink these calories if I'm not gonna get wrecked? Okay, so here is where the issue lies. I reason it in my head the way I like break it down to where like I could live with it for so many years is the fact that I would say I don't go home and drink by myself. It's always a social thing. Yeah. And then I think a lot of it also has to deal with the fact that, like, as humans, specifically, there are people that have to be social. They have to be. And there are other people that don't necessarily have to be social. And I think you and I are very similar in the way that we love hanging out with our friends. Male friends, guy friends, doesn't matter. As much as we love hanging out with our girl, it's very important in our social, like, well-beings as humans that we interact with each other.
1,000%.
1,000%. And so a lot of our bonding that we do comes with drinks. Like, this is going to be, if we honestly make it to your wedding, and we'll give you guys progress reports as this goes. Like,
We're going to show up episode 25 in a wedding.
yeah, like, but it's going to be one of those type of episodes where you like the realization of, can we bond over something that's not alcohol? Yeah. Because literally the best memories in my head of our friendship has been us absolutely getting sloshed.
Yeah, it has.
Anywhere, in a sporting event, at a bar, at a party, at a club, wherever it is. Quite literally. Before it used to be weed. Remember back then? We used to smoke and then drink and then drinking and then it's just been there. And then quite literally the best memories of you and I have been drinking. Yep. So can we bond and still share that camaraderie that's so important to us on a sober tip. I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I think we can. It's just not gonna be as funny. It's just not gonna be as funny.
That's literally it.
We push limits when we're. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it fun. We push limits. We forget.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Let's get crazy.
Let's
You know?
let go.
Now
And
we're
let
gonna
God.
exactly. So tomorrow we're gonna watch the Panthers game. We're gonna see how that goes.
Yeah, we're gonna watch. Yeah, that's our first sober. Because
God, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, when the Panthers play tomorrow.
I was so stressed out over there.
stressed.
But here's the
Sweating,
thing:
dog.
the Panthers are gonna play. What's a normal event? Paint the picture of what a normal time outside of this week.
What?
What does a sporting event look for us, the three of us? Or say you're coming to my house.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Either you're gonna tell me there's
Paint it,
already
Picasso.
a bottle,
No, you're gonna.
or I'm bringing the bottle, and then we're gonna
But
fight
someone's bringing a bottle.
Somebody's bringing a
Then
bottle.
we're gonna fight because I don't want Jack, I want tequila,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. The point is, there's gonna be a bottle.
1,000%.
It's Jack. It ends up being Jack anyways,
Oh,
which
1,000%.
makes my night that much sloppier, dog. What ends up happening is that bottle ends, but the good times don't.
They don't. Win or lose.
Win or lose.
If
'Cause
we win,
we're drinking
better.
because we won. If we lose, we're drinking because we're sad.
Lost.
And we're gonna go to Flanny's. And we're gonna keep drinking over there. And as soon as we get there, if there's no seat, we're gonna get 2 beers, 3 beers. And as soon as we sit down, we get our drink, which is a double, whatever you want, plus whatever little splash or whatever, and a shot.
And a shot.
Why can't we get singles? Why can't we get singles?
That's ridiculous.
That's
That's
ridiculous.
That's
actually
also ridiculous too, though.
But why? Why can't we get singles? Why can't we go to Flanagan's and just camp on a beer?
I want to feel it.
I want to feel it.
I want to feel it, sir.
That's a crazy. That's crazy.
But I get it. I get what he's saying.
Yeah, dog. Like, I'm speaking for all of us
Yeah,
here.
no,
dog. Don't
yeah,
make it-
absolutely.
You're making it seem, you know.
Absolutely.
No, I chase that high, man. I chase because the reality is, you smack the first beer, crack it open. Now it's going down your gullet. Let's say you're on an empty stomach. Let's just play that
Oh,
scenario,
man,
right?
even better, dog.
Instantly. That's unreal.
Even
That's
better. And you know what? He's not wrong.
That's so real, though, Doug. That's so real. Like that
Yeah,
feeling you get when you start getting a little banged up and your boys are around and you start the camaraderie and the shit talking and the jokes and the laughs and the stories. And then, bam, you go for number 2. But the reality is that period between your first and maybe your 4th beer, it's over, dog. But you're still trying to chase it. You're trying to chase that good feeling that's never gonna come. And what are you doing though? You're just absolutely intoxicating yourself. And then you start acting a fool. And then you start doing dumb
Falling
shit.
asleep at the bar.
Yeah, falling asleep at the bar. Like
Trying
Gallo
to
has
fight
a
the guy with the Boston Red Sox hat. You remember that one time from across the bar?
Oh my god! And the guy was just like the friendliest
Just the
guy,
nicest
but
guy.
we were just berating him, dude. Again, you get why? What's the point of that, dude? And we all have our one thing that we do when we get a little banged up.
I have a couple things.
Gallo,
What does Gallo do?
Gallo falls asleep.
Yo, he does.
He literally falls asleep.
He crashes.
Yeah, yeah. Our boy Jerry starts slurring.
Slurry Jerry.
Slurry Jerry.
Slurry.
Jerry will literally try to say a sentence, stop halfway, and
just be
not
like-
speak. That's it. He'll be like, oye.
No, that's it.
I don't got it.
Oh, God, coach.
I don't got it. I'm done.
It's crazy, man. It's
And I look at Jerry, dog, and he's just not there, dog.
Is it something that's singular to us? Is it the culture that we've made? Is it that we have to do that? Because I know people that go out there and they're like, nah, bro, like I'm just gonna chill on a beer. I'm gonna camp on a beer, and they'll go have one beer and go home.
That boils my blood now you tell me that. There's people like I hate that. I wouldn't hang out with
exists,
you.
man.
Immediately. No, of course
It's-
it is.
I've
No,
seen
I've
it.
seen it.
I've seen
It's the
No, that's
majority
cool.
of people.
No,
though.
right. No, it's not the
It
majority.
is the
I
majority.
don't know about majority.
Most people that go out can have a glass of wine with dinner, can have a glass of beer, whatever it is, or go out for a drink, and most of them are gonna say, "No, I'm good, dog. I have 2, or I gotta drive, or whatever it is, and I'm chilling."
Maybe it's because when they're hanging out with me, I get pushy.
I get
about it.
pushy.
You get super pushy.
pushy.
That's me. That's my thing.
That is your thing.
But I get upset too. Like if I'm there with somebody new, like, and you're not drinking like I am, dog, then just leave. Why'd you even show up?
Why'd you even
So
show
now we're gonna
up?
make it weird until you get just as sloshed as I am. Whatever.
You're projecting on them.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I've done that to a couple of friends that don't like hang out as much, dog.
Yeah.
Bro, I had one that he called me, dog, and he's like, brother, I had to pull over and I had to sleep on the side of the road.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, it was pretty bad.
That's our story.
That's actually pretty bad.
I don't know if it's like that. Like I said, because we're social beings, maybe we do have that alcoholic gene in us.
I mean, I grew up also watching like my uncles and stuff. Like,
I know.
you
I
get together for weekends.
For sure.
And stuff.
1,000.
Yeah, 1,000%. On my dad's side, I for sure have strong alcoholic genes for sure. Yeah, like that addictive personality, that like wanting to be around your friends, wanting to drink and stuff like that. Like it's something that I don't know. I you know, it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier, Gato. Like when you start working out, how good it feels. Maybe sobriety. And I feel like, I don't know if it is a problem or not. I mean, I don't know if medically we are considered alcoholics. I don't fiend for a drink right now.
I don't fiend for a drink.
Like, I don't wake up in the morning like, oh, I need a drink. Or like, I need a drink to function.
I think that's what an alcoholic is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you need it to function.
You need it to function. You need it to do things. I don't ever need it. Like, in fact, there'll maybe 4 or 5 days I'll go if there's nothing socially going on and I won't drink at all. But now that I'm purposely setting my mind away from it, I don't know if maybe I am gonna feel better and I'm gonna go around thinking like, you know what, dog? I don't need alcohol to have fun because I hate those people.
No.
There's nothing
the thing, man,
worse than the I don't need alcohol to have fun guy.
Oh
God, get out of the room, dog. Get out right now, dog.
Leave.
Dog, why are you at a bar? Why are you hanging out with us if you know that you're not gonna drink?
Can you, dog? Can you imagine like one of us went on this journey like by ourselves?
No. I'm so happy. I'm so happy
Me too.
that we're
I'm
all
relieved,
in this together.
Actually. I'm relieved. I'm sure Shelly's relieved.
Huge relief, dude. Huge relief.
Man.
Something like a 72-hour bender in Colombia had to happen for us to all wake up and do this together, man. Because
Hey,
if
brother.
not, yeah.
Yo, my girl looked at me. She's like, "What happened over there?"
It was just too much alcohol,
Way
bro.
too much. No water.
No
That's the thing.
water.
Zero water.
That,
dude.
I think that's
Zero
what
water.
it was, man. We had no water and just straight
There
alcohol.
was not a
man.
drop
Dude,
of water in that
when
house.
I woke up after absolutely getting slammed for the night before and we started drinking beer, to paint the picture, it was day 2. We jump in the pool. The pool is freezing cold.
Freezing cold.
And rather than drinking water, what do? We start smashing beers. Smashing
I
them.
still hadn't drank water. I didn't think I ate.
I didn't even have water. I was hydrating myself with beer, bro. That's
The water in the beer.
That's literally what it was.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like something has to happen like that for us to all come back and be like, hey, brother, like let's all
We
do
need to
this
turn this
as a
thing
team.
around.
We need a good look in the mirror and be like, hey, my boy.
Yo, this is it.
Yeah,
If
so-
not now, then when?
Yeah, no, but like for real. But for real, yeah. Like
For real,
we're getting
for real,
36, now you're 35
I'm 35
officially.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're up there
It
now.
felt different already, dog. I don't know if it was like a mental thing, but like it just felt different.
What felt different about it?
Like getting drunk felt different.
At
It's a different
35?
kind of drunk.
Yeah, it's a thing that happens when you turn 35. Like that, man.
That's what they say. That's actually like I'm not even like maybe it is mental, but like people do tell me that.
Yeah.
Like once you get to 35,
That's it.
it's different, dog.
Yeah. I could tell you this one year, I've been 36 now for a couple of months, and I could tell you that, like, the hangovers hurt, dude. Like really hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, even, like, little things that I have to do. I mean, I'm sure once I get, like, a lot more fitter, things are going to be different. But, like, say, for instance, like, I get up on, like, a random thing. Like, something will hurt. It'll be like a pain, like a discomfort, your back, your knees, whatever. Something has to hurt at 36 years old, dog. And I think that, like, the more you progress, I think there's like 2 years in your life where you realize that your life is changing. I think for me was at 24.
Okay.
I realized that, like, oh my God, like I'm not gonna live forever. Like I'm getting old.
Yeah.
And then at 32, I realized that like I'm now getting old. I'm no longer like, this isn't even about, oh, I'm getting like, oh, you know, my herd, I'm whatever. Like you start actually, and you change, you begin to change. The other one recently was 35. At 35, I realized, okay, now physically, I'm now not young anymore.
Yeah, you know, you're right about that, actually.
Yeah.
I was going to say 24 and 35 sounds good.
Yeah.
Like 32, yeah, but
32 was more like a financial thing for me.
Yeah.
Where I realized like, okay, dude, like you got to get it together, brother. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, it was more like, because I always like preached like I was this entrepreneur, but like I was still working like some dead end job or whatever. And then at 32, I was just like, all right, bro, like you either go out there and do this or you climb the corporate ladder. Yeah. I've had that conversation with you where I was just like, you know, maybe I will be a manager at American Express, like a loser. Yeah.
That also
that's a devastating thought. Yeah.
Yeah, that's devastating. Yeah, so 35, it felt different. I just woke up that day, that Saturday, that literally on my birthday. Saturday was my birthday. And I woke up and I didn't like what I saw in the mirror, dog.
It's too much alcohol, man.
Yeah, it was way too much. It was way too much. Like if we were able to, but there's just no point of it either. If we were able to manage and maybe not get like belligerent, but then there's no point in that either.
That's insane.
Because here's the thing. Okay, just to end it here, I guess, dog, because now we're rambling. But when you get that buzz, do you really want to stop? Like, would you be satisfied going home with the buzz? Like, if the bar's like, sorry guys, hey, we're closed and everywhere else is closed, now you get to go home. You're gonna have to go home. You're gonna have to eat it, but are you gonna feel good about it? It's gonna suck.
No,
it's gonna suck.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. I absolutely don't do that. No, I love chasing that. I can't call it quits sometimes. Yeah. That's my issue. My problem is that, honestly, I can't call it quits.
And but that's the thing. I mean, eventually, like we're gonna drink again.
Yeah.
You know,
we'll have progress. Let's update everyone. This is episode 25, right? 24.
Yeah.
Episode 25. We're gonna see if we drank or not. Monday, I'm probably gonna drink maybe a glass of wine with my parents because we're having dinner over there. But that's it. Outside of that, and it's just like a casual drink, whatever. I'm not even gonna like go in. I may not even
slip on Monday. You're gonna have two vinos.
Yeah,
You're gonna call Jerry. You're gonna call Gallo.
No. I'm not doing any of that shit. No, it's good. It's sober time, baby. It's shred for the wet.
Dog, we don't do it now.
We're never gonna do it. We're never gonna do it. Follow our progress. Follow our vlog.
The sober vlog.
Yeah, dude. Oh, right. All right. Topic number one. Topic number one.
There's no easy way to transition from what we just did.
From this vlog to what we're about to talk about? Oh, by the way, guys, before we put this 10-minute timer, we no longer, with Melo, are knowing what the topics are.
Yeah.
Gallo, the producer, is going to introduce them to us. Just add a little bit of element of surprise, so that way we don't really know what's going on.
And also
it's more
because
like
we never get topics.
And yeah, we never get topics, to be fair.
What it is.
All right. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, so Diddy back in the news.
Oh.
Jesus.
This actually broke while we were belligerent in the pool.
I remember that.
Oh, really?
And then in our belligerent state, everybody was like, "Oh my God, do you see what just happened right now? What's dropping on social media?" So this past weekend, TMZ, I believe it was TMZ, dropped hotel CCTV footage of Diddy just straight up going in on Cassie.
I love how we now know her last name is Ventura. We no longer use her.
That's another thing. I was like, oh,
yeah.
I was like, oh,
she
has a last name.
But it was never, it was just Cassie because that was her name or whatever. Yeah. Which, by the way, she's still looking kind of fine.
Still.
Yeah.
In the video?
No.
Oh my God.
Well, you thought because I was sober, I was
It's premeditated.
This is all day, every day. You know what I mean?
Man, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one. That was tough.
That was
so tough.
That was tough.
It's so dark, man. Because you can't say anything. But like, I heard that he's still like walking around.
Well,
like,
he can't go to jail because of it.
Oh, because it's statute of limitations. It's 7 years, right?
Yeah, I mean he's a big.
So that means that like somebody had that video footage for that very long.
So that's the thing. The Marriott, I want to say it was the Marriott. Held. He paid him off. Obviously, like that's what it came down to. He paid them off, like, hey, make sure that doesn't get out. But eventually, now it came out.
They were like, nah, player.
Oh my God, dude! There's so many layers to the P. Diddy story. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
you
I
really
mean, it was always one of those things where like he probably did do something. We don't know what. We don't know how bad it was.
We should play the footage of you defending
defending Diddy, yeah.
Defending
Oh
Diddy.
my
Do you
God.
remember
It's
that?
not that I was
I
defending
feel
Diddy,
like
though.
Cassie, you shouldn't believe her. She's just trying to get a payday. Look at you now. That aged horrifically.
Horrifically.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Remember when you called me a cuck loser? Because I told you.
But even then, okay, but even
here we
back even back then,
Let's double down.
everybody, you were just assuming, Doug. You were just assuming. Did you see the footage back then, or were you assuming?
No, but
I
you
did
have to
not
believe
see-
the
you have to
victim.
believe-
Okay.
Yep.
You have to believe the victim.
Okay, you're right. You do have to believe the victim.
You do kind of, in a way. In a way.
But
You
it's
do.
just like after so
I mean,
many
just
years,
hear out.
dog, now he doesn't go to jail. Now the scumbag is out there. He doesn't go to jail.
Okay, but it doesn't
What do
mean
you know,
anything.
okay,
But it
dog?
doesn't
Like,
mean
he
anything. But at
should
least she
have
got
to
it
pay
like
the
$20
price,
million.
dog. She did.
Yeah, I'll let Diddy beat my ass for 20 mil. Yeah, dude, all day long.
All right.
That's you wouldn't let him kick you in the face for that?
Yeah, for 20 mil?
For 20 million,
Hell
kick
yeah.
me in the face, my brother.
Yeah,
What do you
for
want to
20
do?
mil, yeah. Yeah, I know, but like we also, I'm not like a girl. You know, we weren't dating.
Right.
Like you should also go to jail and give me the 20 mil.
It's crazy how that statute of limitation works, huh? Now he's like scot-free. But like I said,
Scot-free.
he's like jogging in Miami, like
No,
chill,
no,
because he
he's
lives down
chilling.
here, and he's just like
And he put
lamb,
out that like apology video,
which was
just a bunch of
crazy.
It was just a bunch of
It
nonsense.
did not
right?
help whatsoever.
And like that's the thing is like he's chilling. That's kind of like my point, Gallo, back then was now he's chilling. Now he's good. He paid off 20 mil to this one, another 10, but this guy's a billionaire.
Right.
Even if you cut his money in half,
Right.
like okay, worst case scenario, you cut my money in half and I'm still chilling.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's it. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
Now all it is lawsuits and all this. Why didn't it happen during those times?
You don't think it's gonna get crazier? You don't think it's like in like maybe it gets buried under crazy amounts of paperwork through lawyers, but you don't think there's something way more sinister that he will go
maybe.
to jail
I mean,
for?
it could be like an R. Kelly type of thing because the R. Kelly thing was happening for a while too, and he was getting lawsuits and there was accusations and there was all this and
Yeah.
all that, and he never went to jail, and then eventually they caught him for something.
Yeah, dude. And
it's
the
like the dude, what is it, Al Capone or whatever, whoever it was that he never went to jail.
yeah,
for,
but he went to tax
for
evasion.
tax evasion. They
Tax
always get
that's
you
how he
for
got-
something,
yeah.
and then that's it, dog.
But it's like from what I heard, it's like been confirmed that they found like these video cameras inside his crib, so they know he was recording.
Right.
Now, what those videotapes have, and like who knows who they have doing what,
That also might be why he's.
you know what I
scot-free.
mean? Yeah, like they're like you don't know. I mean, it's fun to talk about the conspiracy theories of like how deep this issue can really get, but if you really think about it, it could get like really crazy. And the whole reason probably it's not being put in jail is because maybe it has some people that
'Cause
have
he's
a lot of
taking
power.
everybody down with him.
Yeah, dude, you don't know, man. You don't know.
LeBron
Like,
was out there. I know LeBron was there.
yeah, ain't
His
nothing like a
parties.
Diddy party.
Ain't nothing like a Diddy party.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what's going on. You don't know.
who's done steroids.
So
Yeah.
a bunch of celebrities started unfollowing him, including LeBron and a bunch of other people.
Now you have to
and stuff
detach
like
yourself
that.
from that.
Yeah,
You have
absolutely.
to, bro. You have to, man. I mean, that guy, dude. There is no amount of PR. I mean, and he
No, there
probably
isn't. No, there isn't.
you had
It's over.
and you probably got recommended by your PR because at the same time, I mean, as much as that video of him trying to apologize is the most insincere, garbage thing I've ever seen in my life. The reality is a PR agent said, hey, listen, you have to, at the very least, control some sort of the narrative. Go out there and just say, you were wrong, you can't do this, you know what I mean? Even though no one believes you, brother, and you look like a scumbag, at the end of the day, like, you have to do that. But there is nothing that's going to bring you back from that. Outside of that, who beat someone's ass and look, they're perfectly fine? Chris Brown. So everything is possible. Anything is possible. Chris Brown beat Rihanna's ass.
That's actually a good point.
And we thought Chris Brown's career is
done
over.
so, yeah.
He
And
literally
he's thriving.
beat one of the biggest stars in the world and beat her to a pulp. And now, people are chilling around Chris Brown.
So why does he get a pass?
Why does he get a pass?
Because there's no video.
Ooh,
But there's
you're
still
right, though.
pictures of her,
There is
though.
pictures.
There's
pictures.
there's hella
Yeah, but it's different
pictures.
seeing it.
It's different seeing.
That must have been something to see.
So do we forgive because you saw it? Even though you saw the end
because you
result of
didn't
it?
see it. Because you didn't.
Because you didn't see it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that's just probably human nature.
That's crazy.
Because look, okay.
Because every time, look, I just did a podcast up there with Angel and Diggs has done grills for him, for Chris Brown. And she said something about Chris Brown, and I was like, yo, I never forget the fact that, and I'm not trying to like, be this advocate for like hating on Chris Brown. I don't really care. But I'm just saying, like, I find it so funny how nobody ever talks about it ever again. And like she said, oh yeah, I did, Diggs, I like, I did the grills for Chris Brown. And I was like, yo, did he beat Rihanna's ass? You know what I mean? And everyone was just like, yeah, but like, okay.
no problem.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
But
like,
also Rihanna would hit him too. It was like a back and forth thing also.
okay.
I'm just
Still.
saying.
Okay. Here you are, dog. You're
Here you go again. Dog.
on the wrong side of history.
Come on, my boy. Come on.
Once
You
again,
didn't learn your
dude.
lesson the first time, dog. I didn't learn my lesson the first time.
Yeah, dude. Jesus Christ.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Man, yo, come on, bro.
There's two sides to every story, dog.
No
That's
matter
it.
how thin you pour a pancake, there's always two
There's
sides.
two sides, and everybody is just quick to cancel somebody. And in this case, it worked out in the way that, yeah, definitely canceled Diddy. But there's times where that's not the case. That's
Yeah,
all,
you're
that's all
right.
I'm saying.
No, that's right. No, for sure.
But Gallows is cancel guy. He's a little also Gen Z, dog.
Yeah, he is a little Gen Z.
You know?
He's a little Gen
I'm
Z.
the one that's
yeah,
Gen Z.
Yeah, he's a little
We
Gen
had
Z.
a whole thing last week about how this guy was Gen Z.
Oh, you are Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't even say nothing about Gen Z no more. You're
Yeah.
you're canceled from from Gen Z. I just think it's a little crazy that like we forgive Chris Brown, but it's the hot topic right now. Everybody's talking about Diddy and what he has and all this thing. I think it's a little bit more complex in this particular case because
There's definitely, like you said, there's
Yeah.
definitely something more sinister now. Like we can, without knowing.
what's the worst case?
That
You got
he's
like Barack Obama,
yeah, yeah.
that's crazy.
I think what people are hinting at, especially like people like 50, which
50's the ultimate troll.
Which 50 just sold
coming out with a
a
documentary on that.
documentary to Netflix. He just sold it for about did he do it basically. It's crazy. I don't know how he does it, man. He does it every
He's a
time.
genius. That boy
Yeah,
a
he's a
genius.
genius.
But like
Been
he's
getting money,
he's
dog.
hinting, he has hinted stuff like about like Jay-Z and like stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Really?
Not my dog, Jay-Z,
Hip hop royalty there. If you take down powerful people like Jay-Z, that's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
That boy has enough money to move like people and move like media powers and all this kind of craziness, bro. Like if you take down people like that, how crazy, how insane can it be in there, man?
We'll know if 50 dies at some point randomly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, dude.
Because that's how deep it is, where like now it's some very powerful people that'll just get things done.
You know what's funny, bro? Like I always think to myself, like what turns you to be this kind of way? Like because say for instance, like give the perfect example of Jay-Z. Like he had all the money in the world. He has all these things. Say for instance, we're gonna play out a scenario, even Diddy himself, where you get to be such a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And at what point? Maybe you were raised the right way. Your mom never hit you. You know what I mean? Like you grew up with adversity. You grew up doing so much thing. I feel like no matter what, an absolute power destroys anybody. It will destroy me. It'll destroy you. It'll destroy everybody. Like sometimes because I have a little money, quote unquote, which I don't, but I'm saying I'll do something and I'll have to check my own self and I'll be like, bro, like, come on, man, you're not that guy, dude. Like, yeah, like, what the hell up I said?
But that's the thing is eventually you lose sight of reality.
You lose sight. That's
And like you're checking yourself, but there might come a time where like not necessarily you, but just it comes a point in somebody's life where
it destroys your morals.
it distorts your reality and destroys your morals. Yeah.
Because was Diddy always a woman beater? Like when he was a young hustling kid at like Interscope or wherever he was at and Def Jam trying to sign people and stuff like that, hustling, always on the grind. Was he a woman beater then?
I think it might be the fact that like you just feel like you can get away with anything.
Yeah.
And then they probably do it the one time or like something happens where they lost it, they did it, and then they realize, well, nothing happened.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah, because if that happens to us, let's say you steal a Ferrero Rocher from a 7-Eleven, I'm looking around my shoulder like, oh my God, like I'm getting taken out. Like, you know what I mean? Like SWAT's coming down, like I'm gonna get taken out. But I guess if you have so much insane power and so much insane money, you don't even care, bro. Like, you know you're invincible. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. I'll just play a little hush money to the Marriott staff. Everyone gets breaking up,
chilling.
and everything is chilling. Everyone sends non-disclosures. Sign here, colorín colorado. Everybody,
Ping, pam, pum.
ping, pam, pum, calabaza, my boy. And that's that.
Yeah,
If you got that hush money, and it's like
That's why
that
that happens,
has to destroy who you are as a person. It's got to. It's crazy.
Topic
Number two.
Topic number 2.
Are we done with the 10-minute timer?
Yeah. Topic number 2. All right, boys. So we're gonna start a little segment, weekly segment.
Ooh,
Since
I like weekly segments.
since it's more or less been a thing that we
F Gen Z?
F Gen Z,
F
baby.
Gen Z. Let's go.
F
I
Gen
love
Z.
this segment.
So
I
that-
love this
I
segment.
live for this.
I love,
It's been a couple
I woke
weeks.
up- yeah.
So the F Gen Z topic this week:
Okay, give me that.
AMC Network slaps Goodfellas with a trigger warning for offensive content that includes cultural stereotypes. This film includes language and/or cultural stereotypes that are inconsistent with today's standards of inclusion
God,
and tolerance,
dude. They're
and may
inconsistent.
offend some viewers.
Oh my goodness, bro. That's crazy, dude.
Dude, is there like a committee of Gen Z and they just figure out ways to continue to add more nonsense to this stuff?
Here's the thing. Even in your own stupidity, now you're going out of your way to bro,
It's
the
worst.
pendulum swings in every way. At some point, America was way too conservative. The pendulum swung the other way. Then Bill Clinton was around. Then he got a blowjob from Monica Lewinsky. It swung
it was
the
a
other way.
free-for-all.
And it was a free-for-all. And then it swung the other way with the Bushes. And then it swung the other way with Barack Obama. And then it was Trump or whatever the hell. And for maybe years, that pendulum swung on like everything is so offensive, dog. And now it is swinging back, but we haven't fully swung back yet. And there are still pockets of this stupidity. How, in God's name, one of the most iconic movies that is Goodfellas. Brother, if Goodfellas came out 2 days ago, I still wouldn't understand it because it is art, it is whatever. Put it out then. But a movie that has quite literally been around for more than 35 years, and now you're gonna put it on? Now, my brother? There's no one that woke up today and was like, oh man, have you seen this movie, Goodfellas? This movie's crazy. No, you already saw it. You've been seen it. This ain't nothing new.
Like, we moved on, my boy.
Why would you now do that? There's a whole genre of shows, movies that have all spawned from the mob mentality, from the mob movies. It is a part of Americana culture, brother.
Exactly.
What in the actual hell? Bro, they literally sit down and like look up things. What can this offend?
Yeah.
How can I be offended?
That's what I'm
by-
saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like a committee out there. Where are they? Where are these people, dog?
It's insane.
I can't imagine even coming close to somebody that would be like, I'm offended by this. I'm offended by Goodfellas.
Yeah. This isn't who
This is
we are as
stereotype.
Italian Americans. Shut up, bro.
I can't picture one Italian person.
Bro, do you know, like, my dad is Colombian. I'm half Colombian. Do you know how many movies are out there about cocaine? Do you understand how much my
Colombia?
dad has lived his whole life here? The minute he says Colombia, hey, do you think my dad has complained one time, dog? Never. Never have I heard him say anything about it. Ever.
Or like when I go Amnica, carne asada.
Yeah, carne asada, boxing. Like, no, dog. No, it's so stupid. It's so stupid, bro. And we have to put an end to it, dog. I'm so happy about this F Gen Z segment. Honestly, bro. Like, it's just, it's an eye-opener, dog. Like, you know what it is to do that? You know what's crazy? I knew about this before. I didn't know that there was going to be a topic, but I knew about this before. And I sent it to my dad. And my dad in Spanish was like, no lo puedo creer. That's all he sent me back, was like, I can't believe this, dog.
Because
Like,
especially him, like
yeah,
he was young when
my
the movie
dad
actually came out. He probably saw it in
loves
theaters.
Goodfellas, bro. I've caught him a million times in my life falling asleep to it. If it's on, if he's and on AMC because they always play it. Yeah. Boom, it's on. Oh, gotta watch the whole thing. Doesn't matter what's going on, bro. My dad is a huge influence, or like a big part of his growing up was mob movies. When I was a kid, I don't know if I've ever told this story on this podcast. When I was a kid, the first book, my mom didn't want me to watch Godfather. That's my dad's favorite movie. He's watched it a million times, 1 and 2. I've seen it a million times in my house. My mom wouldn't let me watch it. I was like 7 years old. She was like, no, because of the dead horse scene. She wouldn't let me watch it. She's like, no, you're not gonna watch that movie, dog. Like, it's violent, it has, drugs and whatever. And like, okay, cool. My dad was like, dog, you're gonna watch this movie, dog. So my dad told my mother, convinced her somehow, was like, I will let you watch the movie if you read the book. I have the book, because he read it. So he gave me, when I was a kid, I remember it like it was yesterday. My dad grabbed me the book and he said, you want to watch this movie with me? You have to read the entire book. And he gave me Mario Puzo's The Godfather. And I read the entire thing in like 3 days. And then I told him exactly what happened, so he knew that I was reading it. And I got to watch The Godfather for the first time. And that's how I watched it.
And it was no heat.
And it was no heat.
Nobody was offended.
I wasn't offended. I was not. I was everything that I was reading in the book. Now I got to see it in the actual movie. It was crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like I guess we also grew up that way. Like, sometimes it's our fault maybe that Gen Z is like this. Like we said the other day, it might be our fault because look, my dad, for example, speaking of Diddy, I wanted to get the No Way Out album when it came out.
Classic.
And he was just like, "Oh, okay, cool. We'll go buy it. We're not gonna say it's for you."
You remember when buying a CD? Yeah. Sorry, buying a CD was raw.
No, that was a cassette.
Yeah.
I got a cassette, my boy,
with the parental advisory because we couldn't. You had to show
and
your
so
ID.
like at that point, So at that point, they were actually IDing. Like it was like a big deal, whatever. He's like, "We'll just say this is for me." Right?
A big Nika dude. No Way Out, please.
Like if you ever seen a Nika dude or like any Hispanic like with the mustache, you know what I'm talking about? Just the mustache. Like
just
you
the
know
stash.
you're not listening to No Way Out.
Never. That boy listened to Cumbia Sapuesana all day.
So he goes and gets it for me. No heat, dog. Here you go. And we put it on the Victory's the first song on the album. Ooh. And it was nobody batted an eye, bro. Nobody batted an eye. And like I grew up that way. Like we all grew up that way. And unfortunately, dog, Gen Z did not.
Yeah, but
I don't get it.
Think about it this way, man. Like, the videos, I see them online for whatever reason. Videos of kids like going outside and like playing and doing like dumb shit at their crib. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there was this one video I saw and I didn't even read it. I just thought it was such a thing that I haven't seen in such a long time. These kids were in their backyard playing at like, let's say for instance, I don't know, on Amelia Park or whatever. It was a park. And they were like building a ramp. Like they had like this like shovel and they were like shoveling and they were like building a ramp and it was just a little ramp just to go over like a little pond or a little lake. And it was nothing crazy. And they're like, yo, we convinced our boy to go. And like the kid is like, no shirt. And he's like full send. And he like starts nailing it, dog. And he nailed the jump. And then all his boys are like, yeah, we're going to do it too. They jump on their bikes and they started doing it. And I was like, I haven't seen that in such a long time. Kids just going out there and being ridiculous, breaking bones, like doing dumb kid stuff outside.
When's the last time you saw a kid in a cast, bro? Think about that.
Oh my Damn, that's God. A good question.
That's a crazy take.
That's a good question.
I haven't seen that in a minute.
I haven't seen with the
everybody signed in.
Nobody has a cast anymore, dog.
That's a crazy.
That's actually, I just thought about it now. Sober thoughts, my boy.
Hashtag sober pod. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, imagine going to watch my dad's favorite movie, Goodfellas or Godfather, and being like, this might offend. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine being the crowd?
They better not touch my Sopranos, though.
Oh,
I'll tell you that much
God,
right now.
Come on.
That's when we're gonna have a big.
No, but that's
coming next.
But that's coming.
Yeah, that's coming.
HBO is gonna give that disclaimer before the Sopranos.
HBO keeps it real, dog.
They do keep it a buck, though.
They
keep it a buck.
They
keep it a buck. Yeah, HBO doesn't give.
They don't play around.
They literally don't care. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can't. We have to stop that, bro. There's no defending it. If you're sitting there and you're Italian American as a little kid and you're like, oh, this offends me, dog. Like, come on, bro. And you know somebody said something. Otherwise, AMC would have never put that out. Somebody had to say,
to say something.
This is offensive towards Italian culture. Like, if it does, turn it off. Don't go watch it. Whoa, what a crazy concept.
It's probably a kid that's dressed like a Puerto Rican whore.
You look like a Puerto Rican whore.
That's who it would be, dog.
Shout out Phil from The Sopranos. Yeah, with his. Whose son was that? Yeah, that he said that.
It was his
No,
nephew,
it was
no?
no. Yeah, it was, but it was Vito's son.
Was it Vito's son?
Yeah, Vito's son. Yeah.
That kinda makes
He
sense.
looked like a Puerto Rican because he had left, and the kid was rebelling. You know what I mean? Yeah. He looked like a Puerto Rican hua.
I'm tired of Gen Z, dog.
Shout out
Gen Z,
Sopranos,
dog.
yeah.
Topic number three,
That
dog.
wraps up the segment of F Gen Z's. This week's F Gen Z.
It's ridiculous, dog.
Yeah, though. Did we hit the 10-minute timer?
Yeah.
Break a bone, bro. Come on.
What are we at?
Break a
How many
bone.
minutes?
We're at 55 minutes.
All right, last topic.
Last
Last
topic?
topic.
We
Yeah,
Do
last
last
topic.
topic. We'll keep it. We'll do a fun one. We'll do
Okay, a fun one.
All right.
Okay, so what was the other
So
Yeah, that first one was morbid.
Yeah, it really was.
Jesus, that was not
right.
good.
you guys remember Capri Suns?
Of course.
Yeah, hell
Of
yeah.
course, I love
remember.
slamming.
Hot
Capri
summer.
Sun. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a kid. You're playing outside. You're
Yeah,
breaking
outside.
bones.
You're playing outside,
Outside.
dog.
You
know?
You're playing outside.
Shout out playing
Playing
outside.
outside. Well, now Capri Suns is growing up with their fans,
Let's go.
giving them a much bigger serving than the pouches of their childhood.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. What is it? You can make an alcoholic beverage?
Yo, I've seen people on like TikTok.
Yeah.
They make a little.
Why
like,
not though?
Like a Capri cocktail?
Yes.
Yeah, I would throw.
Yeah.
I would throw
I can do that.
I would throw
Yeah.
I would throw tequila on there. I would throw vodka.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would throw a little vodka on there.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
The brand owned by the Kraft Heinz Company is launching a supersized version of the classic fruit punch flavored drink. Its
I
first
love fruit
innovation
punch, too.
in nearly a decade. According to the Capri Sun call center, 76% of suggestions received between 2020 and 2023 were from fans requesting a bigger sized product, and the company delivered.
So what? They're just doing like a big old Capri Sun
Yeah,
jug?
bro.
So now,
That's crazy.
Go ahead.
a 96-ounce bottle.
Jesus.
What's that? Give me like
That's like a
It's like a
big
jug.
bottle.
Thing.
96
Yeah,
ounces
like-
is
yeah,
a
like
big.
that.
Oh, so now
like a
you're
jug.
pouring it into a cup.
Yeah, like a jug.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna bring back nostalgia or diabetes, but
Diabetes.
diabetes. But that's
A
kind
little
of
bit of both.
crazy, dude.
But also, who the hell's like actually emailing these people like, hey, you,
Yeah.
you should make like
Yeah.
bigger? Because I get it, dog. Like when I
Yeah.
drink a Capri Sun, I'm like, damn, dog. This is
Rico.
mad childish.
Yeah.
No, like it's rico. No, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's rico, but you look at yourself.
You're there.
Like
I look like
imagine
a
you're drinking
buffoon.
Capri Sun, you pass by a mirror, and you're like, ooh. I don't want to see this.
There's some timeless classics though. Like
Yeah,
I can
I know,
rattle off two right now that I don't care if I eat them right now. Like I'll still smash a honey bun.
Yeah, okay, a honey bun's fine.
Okay,
that's
but
mad
that- but-
childish.
yeah. I'll still
You
smash.
see guys walking around with a Capri
a
Sun
Capri
and a
and
honey
a-
bun.
Like,
What's
brother,
up,
what
boys?
are you, 12? Dog? Get some vegetables in you, you fat idiot. Go eat broccoli, my brother.
But yeah, like not that's kind of where I was going with this. Like not to mention like how much sugar there is in a Capri Sun.
Oof.
An insane amount of sugar.
Insane.
Bro, I read the other day that like an adult person should have no more than 33 grams of sugar.
What's that? Give me that in relative terms.
Okay, there's like you know those little packs, little juice boxes. They have 25 grams.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Yeah, dog.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
crazy.
Exactly. Sober thoughts.
Sober.
Bro, who are we? Like, you know
I'll
what?
tell you, like,
you
you
don't
know
have
what?
less sugar in these little packets these days.
We're like that guy that starts like Amway, and now he thinks that he's gonna be like, you should really do this Amway thing. Like, shut up, bro. But there are some ones that are classic though. Like I'll still smack
I'm
a
trying to
hot
think.
Cheetos.
You know what I used to smack? Oh, hot. Nah, I never liked hot Cheetos.
What?
You know? Did you ever have the little pear juices?
The quarter juices, man.
Porta juices.
No, the little pear juices that came in little cans, dog. I forgot the name of it, man. Blake. I used to drink.
But are the
Blake.
ones that you get like at a supermarket that you only get like those
Yeah.
deep Miami supermarkets like La Mia?
No, dude,
Oh, okay,
no.
okay,
It was just like in the little can, dog. It was just in
Oh,
the little
I never had
can.
that. I never had
and
that.
then also Tyson Nuggies.
Oh, Tyson Nuggies. Come on, brother. That's a frozen. Throw those in the oven.
Kids cuisine, dog.
Kids quiz.
Come on, my boy.
I used to make my grandma make it on the stove.
Yeah. Oh God, that's kind of crazy.
Dog, she would sit there and make it on the
crazy.
stove.
You
dog.
want to know
That's
some?
actually
You want to
crazy.
know some legendary
Here we go. I know where
legendary
this is
stuff.
going. I know this is
You already know,
I already know where this is
going,
going. I already
dog.
know.
Are you gonna get Gallo in trouble
Yeah,
again?
no. So as a young chap, my parents wouldn't let me have sugar. We thought like something like we thought I was like in the top of like Mount Sugar Mountain when I would have like Frosted Flakes. I just never had it. We just never had it at the crib. Quite literally, like we didn't have. Like, you know, people have like zebra cakes and stuff like that. They just never existed. Like, my mom
Pound
would never
cake.
come home
Good pound
with
cake.
like a box of Oreos. It just never, ever happened, dog. And I remember as a young kid, maybe what is this, 10th grade? 10th grade? I would go to Gallo's crib, dog.
And Gallo had all the goodies,
Oh
my boy.
my
He had one of those snack
God, dog.
pantries.
I felt like I was a little fat
qué
kid at the
rico,
Willy
dog.
Wonka.
Gallo still has a snack pantry.
Bubble. But that snack pantry was the stuff of legends, my guy. Literally the stuff of legends. He would have like I didn't even know what like Little Debbie's little rolls were until I went to Gallo's crib, dog.
Oh, God.
He had rolls, Oreos, Chips Ahoy, chips. Different juices, an assortment
variety of juice.
a variety of juices.
Oh
dog.
my
It
God.
was insane, and it was so consistent throughout the years. I'd open up that pantry, Papa. Let's
And
go.
it was stocked up.
Yeah. There was never an off day, dog. Shout out Nelly for keeping the stock
Shout out Nelly.
constantly with the goodies, man. And that's the only time. That's the only time I would ever eat that, dog. When I would
Which
go
is
to his
why I
house.
now have diabetes.
Now it all makes sense.
That would all make sense. It's like eating McDonald's when you're a kid. Never happened. Your
No.
your mom
Yeah,
would
no.
your mom would take you to
I
McDonald's.
would very rarely. Like it would have-
Rarely?
yeah.
Babo.
You would
I
never
saw
get
it
McDonald's
maybe-
ever?
When was the last Haley's Comet?
I mean, no, I didn't get it frequently at all. Don't get me wrong.
Never.
But I would get it here and there, maybe once a month.
You never
know?
got it like when you had like a doctor's appointment in
Yeah,
school,
like a doctor's
and you come
appointment,
back
nothing,
stunting. No, never.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, I think
Never.
I remember.
Never. Look, I can tell you exactly. And my mom, this is a true story. If you see my mom again, you will ask her this story. She got hit one time in a car. She was in the car, and some guy came and rammed her from behind.
Okay.
Pause. And hit the bumper and shredded the bumper. And the guy was like, didn't have insurance. My mom came out and was just like, yo, like, what's up? Like, the guy didn't. He's like, yo, I have cash. So the guy gave her cash. He gave her like $300. And she was like, dog, we're going to go out to eat. Because again, we were broke kids at
Let's
the same
get it.
time. Like, we didn't even have money for like that, whatever. You can cook at the crib for $2 or go spend $12 or $15 at McDonald's. And she's like, all right, dog, let's go. And she jumped us. We threw all in a Ford Aerostar. And we went out to McDonald's. And my mom was like, order whatever you want from the menu. I don't care what it was, dog. Just order it, dog. And it was the only time that I could remember in my lifetime that we ordered McDonald's. Other than that, I never had it.
That's kind of crazy.
crazy.
Is it? Is it? I didn't have a childhood.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
kind of
Is it?
sad.
That's
actually.
sad.
It is sad.
This is like as morbid as Cassie Ventura getting
Let's
kicked in
go
the
back
face.
to the Cassie topic.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'd rather talk that.
We'll talk about it off air, brother.
I never did it, dog. Literally, I just didn't have it, dog.
That's gonna be your first session at therapy, my boy.
Yeah, no,
You
why didn't
never
you
have
give me-
McDonald's? Like, why didn't I have McDonald's?
Yeah, why didn't I have McDonald's?
You call
but
your
his
mom.
but his pantry was always full, and that's
So
that's
you
where I
would
have.
go over, dog, and you would just smack. Would you bring some home? Would you
Nah,
sneak
I
some
wouldn't take
home?
it home, dog. But I would be like, yo, dog, let's go to the pantry, dog, and we would just
Always.
smash it, dog.
Always.
That was always the
Smash
first
it.
move.
Always.
That was always and his mom hated me. Still hates me to this day. Literally, still hates me to this day. Isn't
I
that
wonder
crazy?
why.
Isn't that crazy, dog? Like openly hates me.
Like she sees you.
Yeah, she's like, no. I mean, I probably see her, dog, and I'll
You try to
say
not
like
see
hello, and she'll give me just the driest hello, like, hey, Gus.
Hey, bro.
Hasn't seen me in years. Does not care, dog.
Does not care.
There's nothing warm about the welcome. I haven't seen your mom in what,
Years.
maybe 10 years?
Something like
maybe
that.
Does she
something
watch
like
the
that.
pod or what?
No, of course
Send
not.
her the link.
Yeah.
Send her the
Send her the
link.
Talked about your mom and your famous pantry, but still probably won't get any love. Did your mom ever not like any of your friends? Did she like Blake?
She liked Blake.
Oh, really?
She liked Blake. Yeah, she liked most of my friends.
My mom loves all my friends.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
probably not one friend that my mother doesn't like.
Yeah, your mom unconditionally. I
Unconditionally.
can attest to that. my
Yeah.
boy.
Why? Why can you attest?
Why? Tell us.
Tell us the story.
Tell us,
story.
tell
Have
us.
I not said that story on the
No,
pod
we've
before?
never said that
Oh
story.
my god, you know the story.
Tell us.
Oh my god.
Why does my mom love you unconditionally? Let's wrap up
Let's
this
wrap it up. Let's
sober
wrap it up.
pod
Let's wrap it up.
with the most unsobering.
The next 5 minutes.
I just started DJing, dog. And we don't know how to control ourselves then. Imagine now having a full bar wide open, just wide open, dog. I remember that night, dog, I threw a beer at you. That's how hammered we were. Like, I didn't throw like the bottle, but I threw like what was inside. I just went, rah!
And I remember I was like,
0%
yo,
reason.
and
You're
you were
like,
like, yo, my bad. Like, even that's how drunk you were, dog. Like, you were like, all right,
You had to check
my
yourself,
bad.
like, oh,
Like,
my bad.
You know what? All right, dog, let's move on, dog.
Yeah.
So whatever. Point is that day I went to your crib. I picked you up at your crib to go to Prohibition, this place I used to DJ at. And I met your parents for the first time, and they were just
Lovely
the
people.
nicest.
Lovely people.
I
As
mean,
always.
your mom
Lovely.
hugged me like if she knew me for
Warm embrace.
years, dog.
Warm
Your dad,
embrace.
dog, was just like, wait.
Love.
And the one thing that I'll never forget what they said, and I took it so literal. They said, "Our house is your house."
Esto es tu casa,
Of
Melo.
course. I could for sure picture them saying that shit.
And boy, did
oh
that
boy,
take
did
it literal.
Did I put that to the test? Bro, we ended up getting hammered. I don't remember much. I just remember.
No, we got hammered outside my house. In the
Yeah.
balcony, we
Okay,
pre-partied.
yeah.
Got wrecked in a
Go
half.
ahead.
Then we went to Pro.
Yeah.
Got wrecked.
Proceeded to get
Met
wrecked.
up with our other boy, Chaos, in this particular case. Destroyed
See,
ourselves.
I remember that.
We jump in the car, and we're like, dog, you are in bad shape, my
I
brother.
couldn't even drive.
Yeah, no,
I remember.
It was,
Yeah, I
it
remember
was,
I
it
couldn't
was
drive.
hideous,
I
and I was
couldn't
like, okay, I guess I'm gonna drive. There wasn't Ubers back then.
Yeah, I guess.
You were so bad.
Yeah, I was bad, and then we pulled up to my crib, and I was like, all right, dog, you gotta go, dog. And you're like, dog, there's no way I'm driving. I was like, all right, dog, I guess you're gonna stay in my sister's old childhood bedroom. And this guy proceeds. Did you throw up
And
that
mind you,
night?
yeah, Keke, I
Come on.
woke up with
That's
a
standard.
Throwing up,
garbage
dude.
can.
Threw
dog,
up in
full
my
of vomit.
bathroom, dog. At 3 o'clock in the morning, my mom had to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work, dog. And here is
And
my
she,
little
what is
friend.
it, that
dog.
she smelled something or
Yeah,
whatever it was?
no, and then he goes, he throws up everywhere. Finally, I cleaned some of it up. I remember cleaning up your barf, dog. You threw up, and I was like, all right, dog, you got to go to bed. And I took off your clothes, dog, and I just threw you on my sister's childhood bed.
And I was like 235, 240 around this time.
Yeah,
dog.
dude. And my mom
I was a big boy.
finally wakes up, dog, at like 5 o'clock in the morning, stumbling, dog. Goes and she prepares all her clothes so she doesn't bother anybody inside my sister's bedroom, like that growing up, so she could get dressed and nobody can hear her back then. And she walks in there, dog, and what does she see, dog?
She sees me in my
Mellow
neon greens.
Neon green boxers, spread eagle,
Just
dog.
large and in charge.
Large.
Vomit
Fat.
everywhere.
It smelled like vomit. There was a trash can, dog. She grabbed her clothes, dog, closed the door, dog, and that was their introduction to Enrique, dog.
Mi casa.
What a disgusting human
I
you
remember I
are.
woke up not remembering a single thing. I had to go to work.
Yeah.
I was married at the time.
Yeah.
I was,
Oh, that's right, bro.
And then I didn't know which room was his, dog, and I didn't know where my clothes was.
Oh my
so I walked out of that room in my boxers, because they had no other choice. I didn't have my phone, nothing. I had no way to communicate. I physically had to get out of that room in those boxers, and I was just praying to God there was nobody outside, dog. Because
Oh my goodness.
And then to play the guessing game and see which door is your door, dog.
Oh
Because I've
my-
never been there before, so I don't know which one's your room, dog. And then I open the door, dog, and what do I see? Another sight for sore eyes, dog.
I'm there like, wait, dog, go back into your room.
Boy, don't look at me, don't look at me.
What a disgusting. And all these
Anyways,
things,
though.
man, when you're banged up. Again, another story that we share over bonding because of alcohol. But our friendship is going to be put to the test these next 6 weeks.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Can we do this sober?
we do
Tomorrow,
sober.
shout out Panthers against the Rangers, game 3.
We're gonna win.
Are we going to watch this sober?
Yeah, we
are
are.
sober.
Okay. So we'll have a check-in for episode 25. Sober Pod #1, done and dusted.
Done and dusted.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
We
I don't know if it was a
apologize.
good one or not, but whatever.
It is what it
The
is.
good thing is that it's only gonna get better. Right?
yeah,
Can't
yeah.
get worse.
Maybe we discover things about ourselves that we didn't know. Maybe we talk about things that we maybe don't do because we're a little banged up.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. All right, cool. that wraps up another episode. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys
Call
in
your
the next
parents,
one.
your friends, you know.
Yeah,
whatever,
hug your parents, Donna.
Love you guys out.
All right.